It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, y'all. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. So is Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, coming into tonight, a couple of goals they have. Stay aggressive on both ends, but also play with efficiency. It's a delicate balance, but they know it's the key to playing their best ball. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! Two athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Woo, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Both sides will try and push it on the fast break, Doris, to get easy scores. Talk a bit about playing fast, but also playing with efficiency.
Well, you look no further than the Golden State Warriors, who, when they are playing with pace and out in transition and the threes are flying, it's electric and, frankly, almost unstoppable. But they walk that delicate line of playing fast without turning it over. You want to give these great players freedom, but within that freedom, they've got to make sure, okay, we've got to value the basketball, and yes, we can maybe turn it over 10 times per game, but we get north of 10, 15 turnovers, and that's going to put us in a little bit of a problematic situation.
Good analysis. Now, Golden State's starting five. And it's all five All-Stars out there for the Warriors. Curry, Clay, Durant, Green, and Cousins. Now, here's Cousins. Here's Curry with the three. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
I'm not sure there's a more dangerous catch-and-shoot player in the NBA than Steph Curry. If you give him space, look out.
Land against Cousins. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. And the dunk by Land.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
They double-team Curry. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Green, the pass to Thompson. Kicks to Cousins. Curry with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Durant. And another 3 for Golden State.
I'll tell you, KD has such a beautiful looking stroke. He's been doing that at an elite level for a long time.
Now, here is Young. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation over time.
I've been a player that thought he knew it all. Thought he was the best thing walking, and you know, I think I've humbled myself a lot since then. So, of course, my game has grown, my knowledge of the game has grown, my IQ, but it's just the typical thing from a rookie to, you know, a veteran.
And you know, Greg, you see it on the floor now. When Cousins keeps his emotions in check, he's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. Then it's Dwayne Dedman. Then there's Carter. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific, finding the open man.
And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Young with the steal. It's Young on the wing. And it's good for 2.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Livingston with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Looney kicks to Livingston. Here's Green, and it's blocked. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Lock at 6. Passes it to Bazemore. Fires the 3.
Well, you love how Iguodala stays in front of his man, uses his length and big hands to annoy whoever he's defending.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Hawks on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they had a hard time scoring inside. In fact, their offense was run almost exclusively along the perimeter. A lot of jumpers. It's too predictable. You got to mix it up.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
Now, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Young with no one around. Off target from outside. Well, Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. The lead is 2. There's the dish to Prince. Herter, he's covered by Thompson. Down low, here's Len, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Now, Kev, the broad shoulders of Alex Len carrying more of the load inside.
Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 8 points.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Curry looking around. The pass to Cousins. The shot that time not on target. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Bembry out there with Carter. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Dwayne Dedman. So that's the Hawks 5. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Puts it up off the inbound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Took him no time at all on that one.
Kevin, I don't know that there's another guy in the league that would even think about it from that distance. It's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
Now here's Bazemore. It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, Klay Thompson is as effective on the defensive end as he is on the offensive end. Really good reach there to knock that thing away.
Drops. He ties it up.
I mean, he's as close to automatic when he's up at that line, especially when the ball game's a close one.
Bazemore against Thompson. Got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Now, here's Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. Herter. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Curry kicks to Cousins. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Up top, Bazemore. He's covered by Thompson. Bazemore passes to Bembry. Out to the right wing. Herter, guarded by Kirk. Herter, it's good! Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 2. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Atlanta calls timeout. The score is tied at 25. 23 seconds left in the fourth. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now go Young. The shot. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Atlanta will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the one.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 39 seconds left in overtime. To the inside. Young against Curry. Young inside. Dishes it to Len. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Young against Curry. They double team Curry. Stolen. Here's Young.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
From deep, Prince, right between the eyes. Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What's your take, guys?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.